up? I hope that you're all doing alright. Welcome back to my channel, and welcome if it's your first time here. If you are new here, my name is Hutch and I like building in The Sims. So for today's build, the original plan was to build with the new expansion pack. I was really looking forward to playing around with it, with the build by items, and it's like the first time for a while that I've actually wanted to do gameplay in The Sims 4. Really wanted to try the pack out. I've avoided everything to do with it, like the game changer reviews or creator network people reviews. I have seen the trailer, but other than that I've not really seen much content. I've tried to avoid everything. I do try and do that just so that I can experience the pack, like when a pack comes out, experience it for myself and sort of get my own opinion on it and stuff like that, and then I'll look at reviews and whatever else. So yeah, that was the plan, but unfortunately the EA app, it's not working for me. It won't let me log on. It's just, yeah, I've not had any problems with it since getting it. If you didn't know, or if you're new to The Sims and you started with the EA app, originally we used to use a program called Origin. That's since been shut down. Never had a problem with Origin, always loaded my game up, everything's been fine, and I was very reluctant to switch to the EA app because I heard that it was buggy, didn't work, there were issues with it, going over from using one thing to another, and it just not running The Sims and all that. I'd never had any issues with it. I was just anxious about change and all that sort of thing. I'm autistic, I don't like change, so I was forced to download it. A lot of people were. Never had any issues with it though. It's been fine, it's run fine. There was one time where it acted like it was the first time I'd installed The Sims, and it said I had 0 hours played, which is definitely not true. But yeah, that resolved. It didn't affect the game. But yeah, a lot of people have had issues logging in, and I'm one of them. So not been able to build with the new pack. I'm hoping it gets fixed today because I want to actually build with it and get a speed build up, and so I'll give my thoughts on the pack and everything in terms of build by stuff. But yeah, instead we've got a Windenburg starter. So I've had this one sort of in, not saved, but an idea. I've got a Pinterest picture, I'll put that on screen for the inspiration. But I thought that this looked like a perfect sort of house to build in Windenburg and just use one pack, get together to build with. So that's what I've decided to do. And yeah, I really like how it turned out. I've wanted to build this sort of house for ages. I just didn't really, didn't really get around to it. I don't have many builds that I've not had a chance to do yet, apart from the ones that are on my build request form. I'm going to be honest with that one, I might have to get rid of a couple. I feel really bad. What would you rather me do? There's been a couple of requests to build on a 64x64 lot, and I'm struggling. I've never really built on a 64x64, I don't think. I'm trying to think if I have. But either way, it's really difficult. And I don't know. I don't know whether to just build on a smaller lot and give the person the build anyway, or just do my best, and I don't know. I don't know what to do. But I might either scrap it or just do it on a smaller lot. I think it'd be better to do it on a smaller lot, wouldn't it? And then at least that way the person gets their build. It's just on a smaller lot. But yeah, we'll see what happens with that. I've asked what you think I should do, but I think I know what I'm going to do. But yeah, anyway, so yeah, this is the build that I've done. It's a starter home for 3 Sims, so it's worth about 24,000 simoleons, I think. I think the final version I had to go around and delete a few things because it was over 24,000 simoleons, but it should be, the gallery version should be under budget. I think I had to get rid of that little roof thing, and there was something else I got rid of. I think I just swapped out a couple of items for cheaper versions. But yeah, the final version on the gallery will be up to download, and if you want to download it, my ID is HutchPlays. Sorry, I feel a bit distracted because I keep looking at my coffee. I've just made a coffee to sit down and record a voiceover with, and I keep looking at it thinking, should I pause and have a drink, or should I wait till I'm done? I think I'm going to pause and have a drink. Glad I did that because it's getting cold already. But yeah, like I said, it's just built with Get Together and base game. So if you have the Get Together expansion pack, you'll be able to download this one and play with it and everything. And like I said, it is a starter home for 3 Sims. So how it works with the starter homes in The Sims 4, if you didn't know, one sim, when you make them in casts and you just put them into the world, they start off with 20,000 simoleons, 2 sims 22, 3 sims 24, and it goes up in 2s up until you get to like 8 sims. So yeah, it's not a start home like properly, like it's not less than 20,000, but it is for a family fresh out of cast, a 3 sim family. So yeah, hopefully I explained that alright. And the floor plan is pretty basic. I didn't really struggle with the floor plan for this one. Sometimes I do when it comes to like smaller builds, and I do think that this is a bit on the small side, but it's also a little bit awkward. I think the downstairs floor plan, we've got a lot more space than what we actually need in terms of the the entrance bit. It's got like a big entrance, like hallway thing. But the rest of the house, I think it's like a decent size for 3 sims. It's got a small kitchen, but then that opens out into the dining room, which will be in the living room. And you might also be able to see the sims outside. I didn't make any sims for this house in particular. It's kind of just like a generic sort of house, so really any type of sims could live here. I tried to make the kids' bedroom quite like gender neutral, so you know, any gender sim can be in this bedroom, and it could also fit a teen as well. You'd probably just have to swap out maybe some of the decorations, but I mean, it's up to you. I don't see a problem with a teen sim having a bit of a childish bedroom, especially if you've like just aged up to a teen. I normally like to wait a little bit before like redecorating the bedroom when I play with gameplay. But yeah, and then obviously this is the parents' bedroom. Again, they've got quite a big bedroom. Could probably fit like an ensuite in here, but I decided to just keep it all like opened out and everything. Obviously, with it being a starter home, there's not a ton of like clutter and decorations and all that, but I did use some gallery art, which counts as like being free in the game. So when you upload it to gallery, the cost of the paintings is not taken into account, even though they could be worth like a few thousand simoleons. But I use the same person every time. It's Michi on the gallery, although their name will be on screen and in the description and everything. But they've got a ton of no CC gallery art. You just download it and like place it in your library sort of thing from the gallery. And yeah, I use their paintings all the time. I've been using them in my base game save file, which yeah, I will be returning to that. It's just, again, massive lots that I need to do, and I'm just a bit like, oh god. And then with the new pack coming out, I want to like play around with that. Honest god, playing Sims, like, I don't know if anybody else plays Sims and then other games, but I feel like I just don't have time for other games. I was playing Disney Dreamlight Valley on Switch for a little bit, but I've kind of like gone off it a bit because I've finished it quite early on, and there's been a couple of updates since, so I've got stuff to do, but it's just like, ugh, effort, and I don't know if I want to get back into it. I don't know. And then I wanted to replay The Last of Us because I watched the TV show thing. Yeah, that's what it's called, TV show. Which, let me know if you've seen it. Yeah, I really enjoyed it. I thought it was good. Last of Us is one of my like favourite games ever, so I'm glad that they came out with a TV show for it. And yeah, I thought it was a good show. Finale was on like Sunday or whenever it was. Bit disappointed that, you know, it's over and done with, but you know, it is what it is. Still fun to watch nonetheless. And it was nice actually, like releasing it once a week rather than all at once, because I feel like, you know, like with Netflix, they tend to release it all at once. You just like binge watch it, but I don't really like binge watch a show. Like, it just depends what I would have binge watched that, but like some shows I only have time to watch like one episode a night because my partner has to go to work early and all that sort of thing. But then I feel like everybody else binge watches it and then they've watched it and I'm still on like episode 1, so I liked that it was like once a week, something to look forward to. But yeah, a bit good that it's over, but it is what it is. I enjoyed it, but yeah, let me know if you watched it. But yeah, there's just so much going on in The Sims at the minute. I've got my save file that I'm working on, I've got the build request that I still need to do, new expansion pack, and then just like regular content that I want to do. I think that's probably a good idea to pause my other build ideas and then just crack on with what I need to do. But that's the thing, I don't want to frame the game in like oh, I've got to do this, because then I know I'll just stop having fun with it and I'll get frustrated. So yeah, the thing with The Sims being my special interest, I'm always engaging with it, but because there's 4 games, I can satisfy my special interest by playing Sims 2 or watching a video on like a gameplay video. I've been really enjoying watching Ocean Sims Lovesick series. I proper love that. I love all of her Let's Plays. They're so like chill to watch, and she's a really good storyteller, and all her Sims are like so realistic and they feel like genuinely real people. So yeah, I really enjoyed that, but that satisfies my special interest like sort of itch that I have, where it's like I must engage with Sims content, and I don't want to treat my channel like, oh, I've got to do this now, you know what I mean? So I'm trying not to do that. So I think I want to cut back on my commitments and things that I said I'd do. But yeah, I've still got to do that 3,000 subscriber video. I was supposed to post that this week, but I've not had a chance to film it because I needed to sort some art in the background, which I can't really tell you because it'll spoil what I'm doing. But basically I had to download some and then I was waiting on having to do that. But yeah, anyway, we're on to the kitchen now, and it's a very bland, boring, basic kitchen. I think it does for a base game kitchen. I did end up having to delete the upper cabinets just because they went over a budget a little bit. But yeah, there's not much to really say about it. It's obviously quite basic. I did decorate it a little tiny bit, but not much. But yeah, it's basically just there to serve a purpose, and that's to feed your Sims. We are onto the back garden now. It's a small space. They've got potential for like an expansion, but obviously because it's a starter home, I thought they'll just start off with a small garden, and then I guess you could work your way up. I did swap out some of the fence or the brick wall, like the cobblestone wall, whatever it is, just because I wanted to save a bit of the money, and I used some debug fences to kind of blend it in. You'll see me do that in a little bit. And yeah, then after we've done the garden, we'll be at the screenshots. Like I said, the garden's very basic. I just literally put in some terrain paint, a few plants, and then what else did I put down? Oh, a little dining table, outdoor seating area thing. They can't afford a barbecue, so that might be the first purchase that you make when you're playing with this house if you want to download it. I also put a dartboard in the kitchen because I thought, why not? Super safe, throwing darts while someone's cooking like your tea or whatever. But I realised I never use it, and because I was using Get Together, I thought I might as well use that item, and I didn't really know what else to like put on that wall, so I thought we'll just stick a dartboard on wall, be right. And then yeah, after that we'll be at the screenshot. So I hope that you enjoyed this one. Sorry if the voiceover feels a bit rushed. It is a bit on the shorter side just because it didn't take me that long to like build it and everything. But yeah, I really enjoyed this one. I love the exterior of the house, and I think it's got a lot of potential for the interior. I might even like remake the interior and just add a bit more decoration and like interesting things. So if you want, I'll do that. So if you want a more furnished version, I'll sort of keep it in the same style and still use Get Together as the only expansion pack. But yeah, I might do that. I kind of feel like doing it. But yeah, anyway, I'm gonna go. I hope that you all enjoyed watching, and also I am going to be doing a shell challenge. Fit this one in here before the video runs out. I'm going to be doing a shell challenge on Instagram. I recently reached 10,000 followers on there, so I want to do a little shell challenge to say thanks. So if you want to check that out, I'm not sure when I'll be posting it, but it'll be sometime soon. So yeah, just check on my Instagram if you want. I'll put that in the description as always. But yeah, thank you all so much for watching. I hope that you have a good rest of your day, and I'll see you later. Bye.